Well, we are back, brand new day, a new episode. I thought I'd break it down into two parts because it is quite long. But you can see how we left it last night. Put the windscreen in and then just used some cling film, wrapped it round in behind the door. It's also taped down. But it leads me on to my next problem because it's quite windy today and it's also predicted to be rain about 6 o'clock this evening. I mean, it is still, well, I say morning, it's brunch time, about 11 o'clock, half 11. I could have got out here earlier, but it really did look like it was going to rain. So I didn't bother, and then the sun comes out, and then you think, oh yeah, I'll crack on. And it's still very cloudy. I'm a bit scared of taking it all off and then it raining. So I do have an option, and that's just to peel away the cling film, and I can just work away at panel by panel on the outside, and then maybe tomorrow, because it's supposed to be good weather tomorrow, we can actually get the screen out and then attack it in one day, fingers crossed. So you may have noticed a jack under the van. We've jacked the van up, and that is because you can see with the angle of the roof now, it's slanting down, so in case it does rain, the water's going to run that way. Obviously it's going to land on the windscreen, but it's all overlapped so that any water won't get in. Yeah. So the plan is going to smooth this out, and then I'm going to prep this whole area so it can all be blended in. But I'm just prepping, I'm not painting yet, because I'm not going to paint until the windscreen's back out again. But yeah, I'm just going to crack on with this bit for now. So I've been cracking on with it all. Haven't really filmed a great deal, but I'm just going round tidying up all these areas. Didn't get everything with the high build primer yesterday. There's still this top section here, but it's okay because I can tape the glass up, I can tape the roof line up, and it's only the actual lip that you're going to see, that little edge. So it's only this little edge all the way around that you're going to see. But I reckon Tom done a good job on that sealer there, putting that on. That's good enough, it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, yes, it'll tidy up. I mean, I will tidy all this little bit up here, just make it a little bit tidier. But the contour of it, it's alright, looks alright. It's good enough. Be alright. It will be alright. We're back. Right, so it's supposed to be dry today, so the screen's out. So, right. I want to go around and check because it doesn't look like it, but there might be bare metal there. So I'm going to go around and double check everywhere, and then if there is, just going to get the old cotton bud out and just dab on some etch primer in those places. See, that could be just primer, but I'm not going to risk it. I'll still put some etch primer on there. Yeah, so it is Monday. The geezer came out to do the windscreen. He took it out on Friday. So it's taken me a couple of days, and it's a lot of faffing around. I'm trying to get it really good, so you know, I prime it, I fill it, sand it down, prime it, fill it, sand it down. I can see why I never become a body shop expert. It's hard work. It's hard work. And then the worst thing is sometimes you sand it back, and then in places it goes back to metal, and you're like, what? So I've got to etch primer again, just where I'm doing the underside. I mean, you're not going to see any of it. I'll show you that. Felt like that. Right, but you see just there, tiny little bit of metal exposed, because I'm trying to get this as flat and perfect as possible. Yeah, there's quite a few repairs. There was these are all from rust, little stone chips that cause rust. Yeah, it's weird, but it's all smooth. And I'm just going to go over it with some more primer. I'm not going to bother guide coating it. It's the roof, isn't it? You're never going to see it. And then we've got the A-pillars to do. But it's mainly just that bit on the A-pillar. And the same the other side, except for I did find there was some rust in here. So we got rid of that. Flattened it all down. That area's all ready. So I think the plan is to a little bit more etch primer, wait for that to dry. And then all those filler patches that I've done it again, we'll high build primer that. And hopefully come lunchtime I should be able to start putting some base coat on it. I mean, it's what, 9 o'clock, 9:30 now. So I give myself 2.5 hours to get it all sorted out before base coat, which should be plenty of time, because I'm pretty sure, I'm really happy now with how smooth it all is on the top and the edges. It all actually looks really good. Yeah, so I'm giving myself 2 hours just to prime it again, which is more than enough time. Well, I set it up for a time lapse and I completely forgot to press start, so no time lapse. I did say I was hoping to be done by about lunchtime. It's now what, 1:30, 20 to 2, but we're all prepped up now. It's a little bit annoying because I did have enough paint just to do around the window, but if you look closely, I don't know how well the camera's going to pick it up, but there's loads of overspray actually in the paint under the lacquer. So I'm definitely going to need to do the whole roof as well. That's an absolute pain. What a nightmare. But we are ready now to actually lay on some base coat. So I'm going to put it on around here and try and blend it a little bit, and blend it here, but I've rubbed down loads of area because that'll be ready for when it comes to lacquer. base coat all on. It's a little bit thin. That's because I only had the one can. But it's still come up all right. You can see where it's thin on the roof. See, it's a little bit thin around here. I don't know how well the camera's going to pick it up. Yeah, all that will blend in with lacquer. Right, I'm going to leave it to harden for a little bit, and then we'll stick on some lacquer. It's just dawned on me while I was inside making myself a cup of tea that if I lacquer it now, I'm going to have to wait 12 hours until assembly. So, because it is like coming up to 3 o'clock now, I mean, if I lacquer it now, I can't put the window in till 3 in the morning, and I'm not staying up all night. So I'll leave it for now. I'll wait for this to harden. I'll put the windscreen back in. We'll leave it for tonight, and then I'll come out in the morning. We'll put the lacquer on, and then it should be job done. But as it is still early, I'm going to give myself the afternoon off, and I'm going to go upstairs and start editing part 2. So while I'm editing this, you're probably already watching part 1 because, well, that's out tonight at 6 PM. So join me next time when we crack on with the windscreen. And also I need to go upstairs and order the that rear seal so that I can weld that up, because that needs to be done for the MOT as well. Alright, thumbs up, like, subscribe, and I'll see you all soon. Take care, stay safe, and God bless.